Yes, I did completely disconnect my phone from doing what it was supposed to be doing. Oh well, maybe more people will find me now that I'm back on the air. Rudely interrupted because I didn't know what I was doing. I will get my act together. Okay, if anybody is scrolling by and is wondering what on earth Chalk Couture is, this is the process that I'm going to be showing you. It's a great company that I recently signed up with, and they have developed a unique and exclusive process of using silk screen transfers and beautifully colored pastes to create the most amazing home decor. Works on fabric, works on any kind of surface for the most part. And what makes it especially unique is that these are water washable. They wash off, the paste, everything washes off, and the transfers are completely reusable. So that is an exciting, exciting thing because you can get, the company says 8 to 10, maybe 12 uses out of these. I've gotten a whole lot more because I take good care of my stencils. I love them so much. So I clean them up real nice. All you need is some water and some Lysol wipes and you are good to go. Yes, the magic of Lysol actually somehow reactivates the tackiness on the back of the transfers. So they peel apart relatively easy. They come apart here. They pull right off of their cover, their backing. And I'm going to show you what I think is going to be a really cool project because I don't have too much time today. I wish that I had more time. This fair that I'm doing on Saturday, the 27th at the R.D. Wilson School, please be there. Mention Chalk, City Chick Chalk and I'll have something good for you. So I'm taking this shadow box. It's a presentation box, so it's not as thick as a shadow box, but there is space between the glass and the backing. And so I saw one of the Chalk Couture people that is in my upline, Sarah Page, oh my gosh, and Jessica at Stampin' and Craftin'. Both of them are amazing. I'm watching their Chalk Couture and crafting videos, and they just give such great ideas. So this is inspired by theirs. It's a little different by Sarah. Sarah had one on there. So I flipped this over, and I pulled off the little pins, just like a picture frame. And I'm going to take off the back. This is the back, and I'm making note that this is the top, so I don't work on it upside down. All right. And inside of here is a little like ledge, a little lip that the cardboard sits on to give it the depth. All right, I'm going to place it over here. And then inside of here is the glass. Okay, I'm going to have the glass out. I'm going to use that in a minute. I'm going to do this other thing first. So I took a piece of black cardstock and I had made this really adorable. Now I'm not doing this craft right now, but this is what inspired me to do this live. How cute is this? It says, enjoy the journey. It's a cute teal bike with a red handle, and those are my favorite colors. I can't wait to get my kitchen in those colors. That's what I want to have in my kitchen. But this was just such a fun craft, a chalk project. I decided to do it with snowflakes. So the winter is coming. I know people hate the winter. I am not one of them. I am a winter girl. I like the winter. Don't hate me because I like the winter. All right. So I took a piece of black cardstock, and yes, the chalk paste works lovely on black cardstock paper, on plain paper, on wood, on glass, on plastic, on just about on fabric, on anything that you could think of. We have inks that work lovely on fabric. The inks are permanent. This chalk can be made permanent, but for the most part, you can just wash it off, not off of paper. It doesn't wash so easily off every single surface, and paper is one of them. Obviously, you can't be washing paper. So I am going to mark this off, and I'm just going to cut out the plastic so that it's going to fit. Hey, my scissor was right here. What happened to my scissor? Rut-row Scooby. Where's my scissor? I'm going to have to go over there too. All right, that's kind of weird. I really thought I had my scissor here. How strange is that? Well, I'm going to go over here and get another scissor because, oh, that's attractive. Nice. Well, you get the real me in my sweats. Wow. So yeah, can I cut that out? Probably not. All right, well, I'm just cutting this to fix, live TV. How did people in the 50s like live doing live TV all the time? 50s and 60s? I think I'd lose my mind. Okay. I wonder why those women wore those tight corsets. I don't call them corsets then. They call them girdles. Call them whatever you want. They were restraining devices. Okay. Changing subject. All right. So I just simply cut out that piece of paper. And I'm going to take a glue applicator. And I'm going to just put, oops, I'll knock the glass over. All right. Just going to put a little on here to hold the paper in place. All right. And I'm going to just align up the corners. Oops. Don't like the way that one went on. I think I need to do it this way. I think that way is going to work. I think this way is going to work better. I think it's off by just a tiny little bit. It's not an exact 8 by 8 square is what I'm going with, because this way it works better. All right, so I'm just sticking that on there. All right. Then I have a collection of snowflakes. Now these snowflakes are from 2 different transfer sets that we have. The transfer sets tend to be very large, a lot bigger than you would think. This is one of them. This is one of the largest ones we have. And this is an add-on for an adorable camper. But you can see it comes with a wreath and a bow and a tiny candle and some Christmas ornaments and trees and words. And you really do get an awful lot when you buy these larger transfers. But even the smaller transfers will have a focal transfer image and then maybe some flowers with it. So you get a lot to do, and you could mix and match, and this is what I'm doing here. So I have a couple of snowflakes from a couple of different things, and I'm going to decorate the back of this with a snowflake. This is my Chalk Couture white paste, and I'm going to show you. I use just a piece of a wooden stick. I do have a stirrer, but I just tend to have these little sticks here. And the consistency of the paste is supposed to be that of yogurt, sour cream kind of thing. I'm glad somebody said sour cream. I think that it was Jessica at Crafton and Stampin' and Crafton. She says it should be also like sour cream, so that was good because I was kind of thinking of Greek yogurt. Anyway, just going to take a look here. I think just waiting to see if anybody wants to join me here. Let's see. Over here. We'll go here. All right, so I'm just going to stir this up, and you can see it is the consistency of yogurt. This might dry out because it is made up of chalk. All you have to do is put a few little drops of water, a little at a time, stir it up, and you can reconstitute this for quite a while. Now, I just ended up using tap water, but I did recently read somewhere, I can't remember where, that you should use distilled water just because if you're not going to use your pastes up very quickly, it could develop a mold in there. And I saw that, and people, the comment was you should use distilled water. So I'm just throwing that out there. And when I go shopping, I'm going to buy some distilled water because I don't want my stuff to go moldy. But the truth is, really, I know that I'm going to be using this way too fast before it starts to go moldy. So I peeled off one of my transfers, and Chalk Couture has this silk screen inside. So the clear part, the white part there, is where the silk screen is. And that's what makes the paste go on so smoothly. And so I'm going to just press that down a little bit. And this is one of the squeegees, and you can get these. I cut them to fit the appropriate project that I'm doing. Here's a smaller one. Here's a full-sized one. And they have a bunch of different sizes. So if you like what you're seeing here, please click like and share my little video here. I would so appreciate it. Facebook really likes when people like and share things on Facebook. So I would appreciate that. If you also like what you see, you can add me on this video, and I will add you to my VIP group. And in my VIP group, I have specials and contests and things that I can't do on my regular business page because Facebook frowns on those things. So I would love it if you would be willing to do that for me. So I scooped up the tiniest bit. Now, when you're using paper, you need to use even less, and you use so little. Like the tiniest bit is what you use. So I'm just going to, let me move it down here. I think you'd see that. I'm just going to daub that on there a little, and I'm going to use the squeegee to draw it over the white portion, the clear portion of the transfer. You make sure that all of it is filled up, and watch like magic as I gently pull this off, and it is a snowflake. How stinking cute is that? If this were not paper and porous, I could wash this off on a chalkboard, on glass, on any non-porous surface. It will wash off of plastic, glass. You can make it unremovable by putting a little spritz of clear matte Krylon spray. That's then it on any surface, just a little light spray, even on glass. There's a certain I did use a little of the Krylon on the glass, that the bike that I did, and it didn't leave a shadow or anything on the glass. So I'm going with, that's one of the ways that you can do it on glass. But I do know that people have been using Mod Podge because this chalk dries and it's very solid on there. So if you quickly rub over it with the Mod Podge, it's not pulling off the chalk. At least that's what people are saying. I have not tried that myself. So let me just make a little comment here. So I just want to make sure that people know that I am over here. I want people to come and visit me on my live. And I realized that I should have done this beforehand, but well, here I am. It's the best I got because I've been really, really, really busy. No excuse, but it's all I have. And I am going to be uploading these to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is City Chick Chalk. And I'm going to be uploading my videos from my Facebook page to my YouTube channel. So you'll be able to find me over there. And if you go over there, just mention, comment, heart, like, thumbs up, share, whatever it is that you feel that you would like to do if you like what you're seeing there. And YouTube also likes when people like and share and interact. So I'm taking another one of my snowflakes and I'm just going to place it on here. And I'm going to take this little snowflake and place it here. Just kind of decorating the whole. Sometimes I want to fuzz them, and fuzzing just means that you're taking the transfer and putting it on a linted piece of fabric. This is a flour sack, and so I picked these up at Walmart. And so you just place it on there, and what you want to do is put a little fuzz on the back of the transfer so that it's not so super sticky you can't get it off of the surface that you're working on. The smoother the surface, the more you have to fuzz. So on paper and fabric, you don't have to fuzz that much. I like the way it looks when it goes off the page a little bit, so I'm going to do that there. And I'm just kind of placing these sort of all over because I think they're kind of cute. All right, I'm just going to work with these now. So I'm going to take a little bit of the paste. I know you can't see it here because my screen is too small. Just a little bit of the paste, and let's move this way. And you can see I'm just going to draw it, pull it over the transfer. All right. See? So super easy, so super fun. Because when we do our peel and reveal, it's so awesome because you get to see the result of the transfer that you put on right away. And I'm an immediate gratification kind of person, so I like being able to see that. All right, so here we are. I'm going to put that down, and I'm just going to peel that off. Oh, look at that. I have a little tub of water right next to me. Oh, look at that. I love them. I love winter. I love snowflakes. I love snowmen. I love, love, love. I'm one of those weirdos. That's why I live in northeastern PA, because I like the snow. One of the reasons. Okay, so I want to undo this one, and because it's off the edge, maybe, no, this was just a little bit newer. There you go. All right. So I'm putting these in a little tub of water so I can clean them off when I'm done. And I'm going to take this one. I'm going to fuzz it once. Doesn't really need to be fuzzed a lot. And I'm going to put that one over here kind of hanging off as well, because I think that's kind of cool looking. And I have this one with the small ones. These are small little snowflakes. Put those there. All right. Again, just taking some of the paste, putting it on the squeegee, my little squeegee here, and drawing it across on the paper. And the black paper kind of looks like a chalkboard, so that's why I wanted to use the white. I like the way the white looks on the black. I could use any color that I want. And the colors are vibrant and beautiful. And you'll have to come back to see more. I plan on doing lives on Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. That's the goal. I don't know if I'll get to them every single solitary week, but I'm going to try to have a regular schedule so that if you like what you see, you can come back. If you really like what you see, you can ask to be in my VIP group. Look how cute. Love, love, love. Now, the chalk dries, so if I were to put this and it would touch it, it will not pull the paste off of it. You can overlay them as long as the chalk is dry. And this one is small enough that I'm not going to wash it off right away. Some of the transfers you can do that with when they're small. They don't need to be washed off immediately. Oh, I think I kind of touched another snowflake with this. I didn't really want to do that, but oh well. As what's that painter guy? It's my own little world. Snowflakes sometimes touch. Look at that. So, so cute. And I'm just going to put some here just to get it all full of snowflakes. And I have a transfer that I'm going to use on the glass that's going to go nicely with all of these amazing little snowflakes. See how the smaller ones, I can just keep reusing it. I can see on the transfer that the silk screen is not filled in. If the silk screen does fill in, you just put it in and wash it. But as I practice with this and have fun, you know, learning the product, I'm learning these little bitty things that, oh, okay, I can reuse the smaller ones like that. They don't fill up as fast. And I do love the way this is coming across there. All right, I'm going to put that there. And maybe one kind of hanging off over here. There we go. All right. Oh, it's a little one. All right. I think I'm getting a little bit too neurotic with how they look. I want them to be perfectly evenly spaced. And what's the fun in that? Oh, that one smushed a little. Okay, that's a sign for me to stop. All right, that's annoying that I smushed it, but I can't do anything about it on paper. I'm not going to try to clean that off. If it were another kind of substance, I certainly could use a little bit of water and wipe it off. All right, so I'm done with that for now. So I'm just going to put a quick cover on here so it doesn't dry off. And while this is drying completely, I'm going to put this over here and I'm going to take my glass. So here is the glass. Now, glass is an incredibly smooth surface. So when you're working with glass, you really, really want to make sure that your transfers are very fuzzed. I don't know how else to put it, but you need to fuzz them. Where's my paper, my transfer? I thought I had it right here. Where'd it go? Oh, I have it here. You don't want it to stick so much that it damages the transfer. That can happen. For the most part, it doesn't. And when you pull it off, sometimes it curls. But even if it curls, because the surface is so flat, even if it curls, there are ways to fix it. I just clean it off properly, and then I attach it back to its backing, and then I simply put a book on it, a heavy book on it. I have the life of Mark Twain's autobiography. All right, so, hey, Shandy, how are ya? I see that you're watching because Facebook is creepy like that, and it tells me. So I'm saying hello to Shandy. Thank you for joining. I'm making a shadow box, Shandy. That's what I decided to do. Hey, I decided to do a shadow box that I did earlier, but just do it a little bit differently. This is the shadow box that I made. It's one of my favorites Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm so frazzled. I have a show on Saturday. My friend that signed me up with this, Kim at Kimmy's All Chalked Up. We are doing a craft show in Waymart, PA. And so I have to have all of this stuff ready. And I was like, wow, all right, that's a lot of stuff. And so being who we are, we also signed up for one in November and then one in December. So we're kind of busy trying to get stuff done. But I also want to make sure that I get the product out to people who just love it. It's so much fun. So this is the shadow box that I made. It says, enjoy the journey. It's got a cute little bike on it. And it's a presentation box, so it's not so thick. And that's what I really liked about it. And that's what I'm just doing right now. I took some snowflakes. I took a black piece of cardstock and I attached it to the backing of the shadow box. And I just took my transfers and put them on there. I'd show you them, but they're sitting in the water. I'm going to try to get one. Once you are done with one, there's one. Oops. You put it in water and you clean it off. And all you need is like a disinfectant wipe. And, oh, Miami for a cruise. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I'm actually more jealous that you're going to be in New York on Sunday because that's like my hometown and I love New York so much. I'm a Brooklyn girl, thus the name City Chick Chalk. Huh? I do love living here in the woods, I'm not going to lie, but New York is my home. I love it so much. I find it funny. We moved to the woods to raise our children and my daughter lives in Brooklyn and works in Manhattan and my son lives in Jersey City. I have 2 more sons. Maybe they'll stick around a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, so I just put these snowflakes on here. So now I want to put a transfer onto the glass. All right. And the one that I chose says, hello, snow. Everything on here looks backwards. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've used this one so much, but I'm still using it. I've made, I think, 10 things with this and I've practiced with it and it's still totally usable. The transfers wash off as long as you clean them off. They do last a very long time. So I'm going to peel this off and ta-da! You can see, well, maybe it's going to show it to you where it's not backwards now because I peeled it off. That's kind of funny. Or maybe if I do it like that. There you go. Hello, snow. Oh, look, it's not backwards anymore. Wherever it is clear, where you can see through it, there is, there's a tool to change that. To change what? What am I changing? A tool to change it so it's not backwards? It's a good thing these are transfers because I can just hold it up like that because, yeah. You wouldn't know that I'm a techie person. I do tech as a part-time job. I'm a social media coordinator for 2 small businesses on Long Island. So this video stuff makes me frazzled. Oh, look at that. I'll have to, if you know what that is, like, go ahead and post that there because I need to figure out my life with being on lives and stuff. I am looking into the one where you can use 2 cameras, which is really kind of cool because then I could be working here and my little face can be up in the, oh, my hand looks so big, up in the corner. So that's kind of cool. Some people are using that. So I'm going to take my Hello Snow and I want it to go across. I want it to be like at an angle. So I'm going to place it on there. I think that's good. All right, so I'm pressing it down mostly by the letters. I don't really want to press it all the way down because, like I said, the smoother the surface, the more it sticks. But I want to make sure that every area around, see there's a little piece of lint there that got onto the silkscreen area, and I don't want that because it's going to mess with my letter N. There we are. Oh, there we go. I can pull it off. If it's on the green part, it doesn't really matter that much. When it's on the silk screen and you can see it, you're going to want to pull it off because it's going to interfere with the paste going on it. So on this one, I'm using 2 colors. I have the white and I have this really fun what is it called? It's called aquamarine. And I love it because I think it kind of gives that hint of the blue that people think of when you think of ice. So this is the paste and I have just a little stick just to give it a quick stir. The paste is non-toxic, water-soluble, so if you open your paste and it's a little dry, put a drop or 2 of distilled water in it. I used regular water, and I didn't realize that they suggest distilled because if your paste it can get moldy on the top. You can just pick it off, but it's kind of gross, and I don't want to have to. It should be the consistency of yogurt or sour cream. So I discovered it was regular yogurt, not Greek yogurt, because somebody mentioned sour cream. I was like, oh, okay, now I have, you know, something to compare it to. All right, so I'm going to take a clean squeegee, and I think if you slide up on the screen, it'll show, oh, it's a toggle, okay. Yes, that does make sense. I'm going to have to look at that because that would really help. If you saw the first attempt, I was turning it and then it popped up. You can't turn it during a live. Yeah, I got yelled at by Facebook. What a shock. Okay, so Facebook sometimes doesn't play nice. So I'm going to take a little bit. You really need the littlest, I know that's not a word, but just a small amount of paste. These pastes last a long time. I put a little more than I know I'm going to need because I want it to go on nice and smooth, but you'll scrape it off and put it back in the jar. So I'm going to do half of Hello, the top part of Hello, with this turquoise. And then I'm going to do the bottom of the snow with this aquamarine. And I'm going to do half of the exclamation point and a little dot of, boop, a little dot of that. I just want it to be able to mix nicely. So you don't have to work like frantically to get another paste on there, but you want to work a little quickly because it is thin. It's a thin layer and you want it to not dry. So when you pull it off of the, when you pull the transfer off. Okay, so now I'm taking the white and I'm putting it, and I'm kind of mixing it as I'm pulling it down. And I'm going to pull it up a little because I want the turquoise and the white to kind of mix up there. And I'm going to finish my husband just came in from work. He thinks he has to tiptoe around, but Facebook is very forgiving, honey. It's real life here. So I'm just kind of mixing it all up. La, 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 la. I'm not going to scrape the excess back into my color because I don't want to mix up my colors. But you can see I pulled a lot of it off, all right? Now you're going to want to take it from one corner and one corner. You don't want to pull it down diagonally because the transfers are fabric and they have a pull to it if you pull it the wrong way, and it can stretch them more than you want them to be stretched. So we call this the peel and reveal. Here we go. We're going to peel it back slowly. Oh, look, it says hello snow. And I'm going to take my transfer and put it in the water so I can clean it off when I'm done. I don't like to leave them sitting in there too long, but I know that I'm not going to be on the video that long, so I went ahead and I'm just going to leave it in there. So I'm going to take 2 of the snowflakes that I have in there, and I'm just going to move this over because I want to put a snowflake on the outside on the glass there. While that's drying, I'm going to show you. I take the transfer out of the water, and I'm just going to clean off the outside with just a wipe. Usually I don't have to use a wipe. I use a moist paper towel, but I want it to be super clean and I want to do it faster, so a little damp paper towel works. So I'm cleaning this off, and I'm not concerned about the stickiness because I want to be able to fuzz it, and for some reason this magical Lysol activates the stickiness, the tackiness. It's what it does. All right, and here's my other. I'm going to clean off the excess paste that I have on here. And I notice a tiny little piece of black. I think that's a piece of the paper. Pulls right off. You don't have to worry about pulling off every last piece of lint because the more you use it, they become seasoned. They're a little bit easier to use. And so now I'm going to take a dry paper towel, and I'm just gonna daub it a little so that it's a little bit drier. You don't want to stick it on. See how sticky it got? It gets so super sticky. It reactivates the tackiness on there. I do love these colors. The turquoise, that's one of my favorite colors. I love it. You see, I used it on the bike too, and I used it on my snowman when I did snowman. I really do like the color. It works so nice with white. There we go. All right, so here's my Hello Snow, and I'm going to tacky this up. I'm going to fuzz this up because glass, smooth surface, we want to have it nice and fuzzed. And so what I'm going to do with my snowflakes, I want to get rid of them there. I'm going to just put one here, there, All right, and then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put this one sort of here. I want to move it over so it's not, oh no, maybe I'll make it even. Like the OCD Chalk Couture lady. It's not really even, so I feel like I need to make it more uneven. So, yes. All right. And I'm just pressing it down where the transfer, where the silk screen is. So that one's over here, so I'm going to move this one over here a little bit. All right, just pressing that down there. And I'm going to make one in all of this turquoise, just scooping up a little, drawing it across. There we go. And I'm scraping off the excess there. See, you hardly use any. I'm going to scrape that back into there. I don't want to use that squeegee because it's got some blue on it. I'm always having squeegees. I have like a little tub of them that just sit there. And I'm going to put a little bit of the white paste. Oh, you can't see it because the camera's here. The white paste, I'm going to put that on here. And I'm going to pull it across on this snowflake. There we go. Pull off the excess. I'm going to put that right back in here. Show you. And I've had this one for 5-6 weeks. And I've hardly used any of it. And I have done so many projects. It's really kind of cool. I noticed that there's a little spot there on this transfer that doesn't have, I missed the little ends there. So, all right. Once it starts to dry a little, you don't want to drag it across because it can make it, it can become a little crumbly. All right. Again, pulling it from, all right. I know the OCD in me, but I noticed that too. Okay. I need to, I need to have it all covered. There we go. All right. So I'm going to take this from the center and I'm just going to peel and reveal. Pull that back. Oh, look how cute. All right, I'm going to pull this one off. Oh my gosh, it's so, so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love it. All right, so this needs to dry. I am just going to take my blow dryer here and excuse the noise. Okay, a little quick dry there. So that has dried. All right, now I'm going to take my frame. And again, if you're liking what you see, hit like, give me a thumbs up, and share my video. Facebook loves when you share videos because then they show my page to more people. And you know, everybody should know about Chalk Couture because it's amazing. So I'm taking the glass and I'm placing it down in here. There we go. And then I'm going to take the little separator and I'm going to put that in there like that. And then I'm taking my cool back. So, and I'm going to place this, making sure that's facing up. And I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to press my little tabs down. And we're going to see how this works. Are we ready? Oh my gosh, look how adorable this is. I am so in love with this. I love the way this looks. It really, I'm going to turn the camera up a little. Hello. And I'm going to show it this way. You can see it says hello snow. It has all these cool snowflakes. I just love the way this particular project works out. I want to make 1,000 of them, but I only have 5 to make. I ran out of, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 6. I made one with burlap and pumpkins. I made one with, the same with OCD. Yeah, when you're crafting, I think you need to be a little bit more or less OCD, but I'm not. And so I'll do things over, and I'm learning that, like Bob Ross, it's a happy little world. It's my little world. And if part of the snowflake that I clearly see I didn't do, I clearly can see that. Nobody else will see that, but I can see that. But I love the way it came out. And I love, what I super love is, yeah, there's a hook on the back, but you can just sit this. And it just sits. It just sits right there. So you can put it on a mantle, you can put it on the table, you can put it on your nightstand and wake up every morning to see the beautiful hello snow. And you can do this with flowers, and you can fill, one of the things I'm going to do, and I want to do this so badly as a workshop because I think people will love it. you can put things in here. So I have Joy to the World, and I'm going to do one with bells in the bottom of it. You can do a Christmas scene and put little teeny Christmas ornaments in it. Also putting a scene on the back, but then putting things inside of it. That would be such a fun workshop to do. I think that we would have a blast doing that. If you or anybody else that gets back to this video knows anybody who might be interested in hosting a workshop, I will. Barb Ross, yes. And funny, look at my maiden name is Ross. Maybe we're like secretly related. So if you want to share this, if you know of a place that might want to host a workshop, they're like sip and paints. They're the biggest thing, one of the biggest things going around for getting together with your friends. I will do them at restaurants. My first show here in the area, my first workshop here in the area is November 1st at Paulie's. We have some people signing up for that at Paulie's on, what street is that? By the hospital. Paulie's Hot Dogs. You get a hot dog, you get a drink, you get to make a pretty thing. And that's all included for $29. And that's the introductory price is $29. I think that I'm allowed to say that on my Facebook page because it's an event. I hope that Mark Zuckerberg doesn't find me and kick me off for mentioning that. But I did it already. It's too late. The other one that I'm doing, my next show is scheduled. My next workshop is on Long Island at the Paradise Diner. Shandy, I don't remember if you are local to Wayne County, PA, or from Long Island. I can't remember. Since you're saying you're going to New York, I'm going to assume that you're from PA, going to New York to get on a boat to go to Miami. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. The warmth. I do love the snow, but I would like to be on a cruise too. You can only see half my face. Hello. And back. Okay. So who else decided to join us? I see somebody else there. Who else joined? I see somebody there. Say hello so I know who you are. It's not showing me. I don't know why. Facebook can be so weird. I can't see who it is. Well, whoever you are, hello, I see you there. Is it Debbie? Debbie, is that you? I can't see. I'm so old and so blind. I can't see who that is. Oh, well, all right. I have to finish up because my husband is here and he brought pizza and I have not cooked a meal in probably 5 days because I've been doing nothing but working in my sweatshop of Chalk Couture, making things for this show that I'm doing. And tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm going to have another live and I'm going to show Indiana. Hello from Indiana. Did you just see me coming up in the Did you just see me coming up in the feed? I'm trying to remember because I think I remember seeing your name before. Are you another Chalk Couture person? Is that what I'm not putting two and two together here? So many names, so many chalks, so many projects. I can't even keep straight. I have watched more Chalk Couture videos, I think, in I don't know how long. All right. So here is the final project. Join me tomorrow. Probably going to be a little bit earlier in the day, I'm hoping. I'm going to show some of the items that I've made. We're going to do another project. If you like what you see, go ahead and share this. Hit me with a like, hit me with a thumbs up. Share this video with somebody, and I'll be so happy if you do so. And I'm not pressuring you, Shandy, for all of that. I'm just repeating myself because I know that this is going to show, and I know that it's going to be on the replay on my YouTube channel. I can't even think. Yes, you are. All right. So I don't need to sell Chalk Couture to you. You know all about it. Awesome. Okay. I'll get my act together one day. There you go. So definitely give me some pointers and thumbs up. And boy, Donna, you really need to work on that. And if you tell me I got to work on my accent, I'm sorry. There ain't nothing I can do about it. I've tried. It's a hopeless cause. If you knew how much I was working on it, I sound like the woman, like Fran Drescher. Like, that's me. I really can sound like Fran Drescher from The Nanny. And I don't, yeah, it is what it is. I own it. It is what it is. It's part of who I am. I don't say water. I don't say coffee. I say water and coffee. It's the way it comes out. I walk my dog. I get a cup of coffee. It is what it is. All right. Awesome. You have a great night. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And I am going to go and have some pizza. So happy chalking and, oh, my accent. Yeah, it's kind of like a love-hate thing. People either love it or they're like, wow, you are so from New York City. Get away. I don't appear to be a mugger. I don't mug people. I don't know if people have that idea of people. People in New York City are accused of being rude, and we're not rude. We're in a hurry. We have things to do, places to get, things to chalk. That's what we have. All right, so hopefully I'm going to get this on YouTube, and I will see you soon tomorrow with more chalking. Thanks so much. Bye.